There to charge an Indianapolis police officer in the shooting death of Dreasjon Reed. ITMA's Richard Essex takes a closer look at how grand juries work here in Indiana.
Grand juries are essentially another part of a criminal investigation. Here in Indiana, grand juries are made up of 6 juries and 1 alternate. The proceedings are very secretive and one-sided.
Rosemary Curry, the special prosecutor assigned to the Dreasjon Reed case, will ask a grand jury to decide whether to file charges against an Indianapolis cop. Former Marion County prosecutor Carl Brizzi has been part of dozens of grand juries.
And it's a totally secret proceeding. What goes on there is 100% secret. And so the prosecutors can present whatever evidence they want to the grand jury, and the grand jurors really don't have any sort of right or ability to look outside of what is being presented to them for that decision.
It was a Marion County grand jury that indicted 2 Indianapolis police officers earlier this month for the violent arrest of 2 women during the downtown protest. Brizzi says neither the defense or the accused have any rights to defend themselves in these proceedings.
And the prosecutor is in the courtroom with a gallery of potential grand jurors, and there's a judge. And the prosecutor gets to ask questions, and the judge can ask questions, and then the prosecutor can literally pick the 6 plus the alternate from the group.
The grand jury won't decide guilt, but whether there's enough evidence for criminal charges in the death of Dreasjon Reed. Police say he died in an exchange of gunfire with an officer after a police chase. The grand jury can also issue a no-bill verdict, which means the jurors don't believe there was enough evidence of a possible crime.
You know, especially if you have a bunch of contradicting witness statements and some contradicting evidence and that sort of thing. Look, people are smart. People who are listening to the evidence, if the evidence is presented fairly and they get to ask questions, the grand jurors get to ask questions of the witnesses and that sort of thing, oftentimes the result can be the right result.
The special prosecutor has not said whether she has seated a grand jury or not, but once a grand jury is seated, they have up to 6 months to come up with a decision. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.